What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Liv. I'm so nervous right now. This is like crazy. This video is gonna be strictly about me. I know there has been like a lot of BS going on social media regarding our relationship. This is not no negativity. There's not a lot. Like, I feel like it's so crazy because when I be seeing shit, like when I see negative stuff, I'm not even like experiencing those things. Where should I even start? Like I said, this video is gonna be specifically just me talking about myself and just what I go through. I haven't been to a therapist. I haven't been diagnosed with like anything. When you look up symptoms of anxiety, I have anxiety. When you look up symptoms of depression, you know what, let's say past tense, I don't claim that anymore. So I'm not claiming that. I had really bad anxiety and I had really bad depression. Sometimes you don't even know like what you're going through, you know what I mean? Like, you can be depressed and like you can just be like in a funk for like months, but like you don't realize it. Let's just backtrack. Before I even did social media, before I was even on social media, I was a very social person. Like, I love to be social. I worked in hospitality, doing serving, and yeah, I actually liked interacting with like strangers. I like talking to people and I like that. So I never had an anxiety issue. I feel like my anxiety and depression really started after having children. And okay, so y'all know that we moved back to New York. We moved back to New York like last year, and we only lived there for like less than a year, but we did move back to New York, and it's a reason why I moved back to New York. And then kind of like that's really like when a lot of shit started, like us moving back to New York and like that whole like us time over there and shit like that. I have to like really like go back to like my own childhood. So, and this is not me trying to like blame my childhood. It's just me realizing everything connects. Like, everything connects. Like, your behavior patterns connect to like childhood things we went through, or just things, how you were as a child, or you know what I mean, or past things. Everything, it just connects. I wanted to move back to New York because I had just had Jet, I had Rain as well, and I had no family support. And being because I was living in Atlanta and I don't have any family in Atlanta, all my family lives in New York. I just was feeling really that having kids, like, okay, so having kids was a really happy time for me, but it was also a emotional time, just because I didn't have the family support that like I thought I had. I grew up in like two different households. Both my parents had different spouses, and honestly, a lot of my growing up, I've always felt like I just was never put first as a child. Like, I felt like my parents always put their spouse and their spouse's life over me. You don't realize that as a child. You realize that when you get older. You're just like, damn, like, start thinking about like everything. And like, my parents didn't like each other, would talk a lot of shit, like would talk to me about the other parent. So yeah, I just grew up in like just like toxic households. I never really felt like I belonged like anywhere, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of was just like always here, there, everywhere. I moved a bunch of times. I'm sorry if I sound like this. This is like, when I start talking about shit, my voice gets like, I get like shaky. But so yeah, so I moved a bunch of times, and yeah, like I just never had like a stable, I never felt that. So me knowing that, you know, now I'm an adult, so that's past. That's me being a child. Now me being an adult, me having children, I really thought like things were gonna change in my life. And around me having children, I was not speaking to my dad. I have not seen my dad. It's a lot of like parts to this, so it's like it's really confusing. But have not seen my dad, have not talked to my dad. So when I was pregnant, when I gave birth, I wasn't talking to my dad, I wasn't seeing my dad. And my mom, me and my mom have, me talking about me and my mom's relationship could be a whole different video. But let's just say when I was in high school, I was living with my dad, and there was a period of time where I stopped talking to my mom up until like college. So yeah, up until college. And then once I became an adult, I started talking to my mom on my own terms and going out my way to try to make a connection with her. And then once I had moved to Vegas, me and my dad kind of like stopped talking. I was kind of upset at him because of things that we went through with his like girlfriend. So like, and that's, now this is me talking about just how I am as a person. I shut down. Like when I get upset, when I get really mad, I will shut down. I have a very, not anymore, I'm trying to like learn how to grow from that. I have a very big like I don't give a fuck mentality. Like I will cut anybody off, and I feel like that stems from me not really feeling fully loved. So like I feel like, well, if my own parents not there for me fully, like it's like fuck everybody, you know what I mean? And like even when my parents do try to be there for me as an adult, I still have that like avoidant type, don't want to talk about my feelings. If I get upset, I don't want to, it's not good. It's not good. And that's something I should really go to therapy for. But yeah, so after having kids, I wanted to feel closer to my family, and that's what prompted us to move to New York. I was already talking about New York, just subconsciously, like not really realizing it, but just telling Will, like, you know, we should go to New York. Like I'm just thinking about like how life used to be in New York, like when before I had children and I used to go out. So I'm just thinking about like those memories, and I'm thinking about like my family, basically my mom. So yeah, I wanted to move back to New York, and Will was very supportive about that decision. Honestly, anything that I want to do, he pretty much is like supportive. It was around Will's birthday weekend. I remember this was 2022. So 2022, this was Will's birthday. We just made the decision to like up, and we just left to New York, which was the most irresponsible thing. Now that I think about it, I regret it, because we just left on some, we'll ship the furniture, like fuck everything, just really irresponsibly. But it was really out of intention of like, I want to be by my family. That's really, and then also I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be by my family, they're gonna be supportive of us, they're gonna, you know, hopefully help us out. Because at this point I have Rain, he's 2 years old, Jet, it's a lot on me and Will. Like we needed support, and his family would definitely has come and like helped us. Once we moved to New York, it's not really like a long story, it's just like realizations of things, you know, like you know how that's just how it is as an adult. As you get older, things can be sugar coated as like when you're younger, and like you can have like rose colored glasses on, but as you get older, it's like you start to like really see shit for what it is. Everything was pretty cool at first, you know what I mean? Everything was cool. My friends lived in New York, I was hanging out with my friends, I was actually going out, I was doing stuff. Ultimately, what I will say is this, because I'm not here to bash anybody, I'm not here to be negative. What I will say is the support that I thought I had, it did not feel like that at all. So I come back to New York, and basically the feeling of like what I wanted, of that feeling that I thought I was gonna get, I didn't get it. And yeah, so that really like put me down. So And not just that, so things like those types of things were putting me down. And around this time, like, you know, this things are starting to affect me and my relationship. We're going through just regular like couple things, and then I'm just going through my own insecurities. I have insecurities. I'm not perfect. So that's another thing. It's like, I'm not a victim. You know what I mean? Like, me talking about like my family stuff and then like my relationship stuff, all this stuff is just like outside factors. For a long time, I just felt really lonely. If you're not happy within yourself, if you feel alone, like, a relationship cannot fill that void of like a wound. That there's just certain wounds that your relationship cannot fill that void. You have to do the work. You have to help yourself get help. And yeah, so I think I wasn't I was projecting a lot. So a lot of the anger that I was feeling towards like inside of myself, I was projecting like onto my relationship, maybe onto family, maybe onto friends. I was just projecting. And yeah, I had a really big problem of not being able to control my emotions. I could just like go from like 0 to 100 over something that's like not even that deep. So yeah, and that's another thing. So like I said, I was going through the family situations. I was going through my own insecurities, basically dealing with postpartum depression. My body, I'm like adjusting to like my body change. I'm adjusting to being a mom and balancing work life, mom life, doing all of that. And then on top of that, I have attachment issues. So I was severely attached in my relationship. And in the beginning of our relationship, we were both attached to each other. Like, it was like a mutual type of thing. But honestly, y'all, it's not good to be so attached to someone. And I know a lot of y'all know this. You need to have your own life. You need to have your own goals, your own ambitions, your own friends. It's important. Like, that shit is really important. And for a long time, I was super attached to Will because I was saying like, fuck everybody else. Like, I was just like, I don't feel like I have family. I feel like people are fake. Like, certain friends are fake. I still have like a few best friends that I've been friends with since like teenager. I'm just talking about like, you know, like people that I'm not really like best friends with like that. But yeah, like, so I was on some like fuck everybody, and like Will was like the one person who I was like so attached to. And it just got really unhealthy. Like, it got really unhealthy. And like, my depression got really unhealthy. I wasn't, every day I was waking up sad. I wasn't getting ready. I just felt like, I don't know, my whole motivation was gone. Like, I just felt like besides Gold Juice, it was like, who is Liv? You know what I mean? Like, what is Liv like? What does Liv want to do? Shit like that. And it's because I put myself in that box. Nobody put me in that box. I put myself in that box. And yeah, so I just got to that point of just feeling sad, feeling lost. And at the same time, Will is still his own individual. He's still trying to like, you know, do his own thing, and he's very ambitious. And one thing about Will is he pushes me, bro. Any idea I come up with, he's like, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. He just always pushes me. I'm the one that limits myself. Nobody limits me. I limit myself. So, but like, when you go through depression, it's kind of like out of your control. So that's why it's really important to like check shit. Like, when you start to feel a certain way, and it's important to catch it early, just so you don't go down a fucking rabbit hole and now you're just like at rock bottom. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? My motivation was really down. I was just really sad. That just tumbled into like us arguing more, and him, you know, going out doing what he needs to do. I used to just be very like calling his phone all the time, just being like crazy, bro, just really crazy, like just being crazy. I feel like even his friends his friends know I'm crazy, bro. Will is crazy too. Like we were crazy for each other. It wasn't just like a one-way thing, but it's just, that's not healthy. So I really had to just like take a step back and just really evaluate just everything, like my relationship with myself, the goals I want to set for myself, who I see myself being, the type of mom I want to be. I became like a shell of like me, you know what I mean? And like it just got to the point of like I don't know who, like I don't know my own identity, you know what I mean? So now I'm in a phase of my life where I'm just trying to, the number one important thing for me is just being the best mom that I can be, being like super mom. I want them to like grow up and be like, my mom is such a boss ass bitch. Like she gets me like I want to get my kids everything they want, they could need. Like I just want to provide everything for my children. That's like number one priority. Number two, I really want to build my self-confidence. I really miss doing YouTube, and I should have been doing my own YouTube. It's just like I told you guys, I was dealing with depression, I was dealing with insecurities, and that's just, it's hard to like deal with all those things and then just come on a camera and try to act like you're perfect. And I feel like I've done that for a long time, where I, you know, acted perfectly fine and perfectly happy, and really I'm fucking depressed as fuck and I'm sad, and I just don't want it to be known, because I don't know, it's hard for me to be vulnerable. I don't want people to feel bad for me. I don't know. So I'm just in a phase, like I'm not sad, you guys. Like I'm so like, I'm not claiming none of that sadness. I'm not claiming the anger. I'm not claiming any of that. I'm really just every day trying to be a better person. I fell off from fucking going to the gym, so I really want to just get back on my health journey, going back to the gym, because when I was in the gym, y'all, honestly, I really like the gym. Really feels like my therapy, because I love to work out. I love to like feel that pain in my body. Like I don't know, I really like it. Once I fall off of my routine, I'm like off of it. So I really want to get back into my workout routine. I want to glow up, bro. And I don't mean that like physically. I want to physically glow up too, but I want to like internally glow up, to physically glow up, to career glow up, to everything glow up. So that's where I'm at with my life. I want to film more YouTube videos. I want to get back consistent. And yeah, this is just gonna be an Olivia journey. This is the journey of just me getting my independence back, my bad bitchness back. If you guys want to be a part of this journey, just make sure you follow me. And yeah, I'm gonna be dropping videos, taking things day by day, and I'm just trying to be more productive every day. Just follow me on my platforms. Follow me on TikTok. I think my TikTok is I am Olivia Gold, or the real Olivia Gold. I'm gonna be, you know, getting into more things in the future. We can talk about relationship stuff in the future. Ultimately, why, you know, I come across as sad, or why y'all think my relationship is like the reason why I am the way I am, and it's really not. Obviously your relationship plays a part into like everything, but it is not the main thing of like what the fuck I be going through, you know what I mean? Like, so that when I see shit like that, I'm just like, bro, y'all don't even know. I forgot to say this. I did forget to say this, but going back to like when I was depressed and living in New York and me and Will were arguing a lot, I definitely would break up with him a lot of times. I definitely would just do toxic behavior type things and like, you know, say mean things. I've told him before I don't want to marry him. I have said that before out of anger. And I'm taking a step back, you guys. I'm taking a step back. I'm focusing on me. I want to travel. I want to start businesses. I want to vlog more. I want to be more interactive with you guys. And that's really what I want to do. And when it comes to relationships, my relationship is just not my number one thing right now. And it kind of hasn't been for a while, but me and Will do love each other unconditionally, and we've been together for a long time. So it's like we're really like, it's an attachment that's really hard to like break. I'm in a way better mental space now. Way better, like way better. So every day is just progress. And yeah, so just stay tuned for the next video. I'm just gonna try things. I'm going to stop being pussy and just take a leap of faith into doing my own thing. So I hope you guys are supportive. I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from. I didn't really like, I feel like when I explain things, I jump from like here, but as I record more, as I make more videos, you know, we'll chat more and we can go more into certain topics, mental health topics, whatever topics y'all want to talk about. For everybody that supports me, I really want to say just thank you. I appreciate you. Even though you don't know me personally, you just being so kind to me and like a friend. Like a lot of y'all be in my DMs and like y'all talk to me like friends, and I really feel like y'all my friends. So I need to be more of a better friend to y'all. I haven't been a good friend to y'all. I haven't been giving y'all the content. I've been very like in the shadows, and I'm done being in the shadows. I'm ready to come to light and talk to y'all and, you know, build that relationship. So I will see you guys in the next one. We'll chat more. I need to just stop talking and just start doing, and that's where I'm at just in life. So I love y'all.